Hey, Ken.
Hi, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
Doing great.
I want to talk to you a little bit about long haulers. We've had some people write us and tell us, you know what, after I got the pandemic flu, I have been exhausted. I've had a hard time thinking. We've had young people, like people in their 30s, write to us and say that they've stared at their computer and lost everything that they were thinking about. Like literally have had a hard time just doing basic functioning, like that their cognitive function has gone out the window after getting the pandemic flu. So can we talk a little bit about what might be going on there?
Well, a lot of this is flu and those other things cause inflammation.
Okay.
And so your body got stressed, your body got inflamed, and then there's other things in there. Like one of the things is when you get sick like that, other things like the Epstein-Barr virus and various other problems you might have kind of get exasperated because, you know, your body's energy was going to fix this and it didn't have energy to take care of that. And so you get what is called dopamine suppression.
Okay.
And that's like, okay, like you have inflammation. There's the acute inflammation. That's when you sprain your ankle, right? It swells up, it hurts. And also your kind of motivation goes away. And that's part of the process. You know, if you've got injured, your body doesn't want you to get up and walk around on like the injured ankle. So what it does, it suppresses dopamine. And dopamine's the motivation molecule. That's the molecule that gets you up out of bed in the morning. And obviously, if your ankle's broken or injured something, they don't want you. The body doesn't want you, so it suppresses it, which is great with acute inflammation. The problem you got the chronic inflammation. It could be the gut, could be the joints, could be a lot of places where
inflammation. Like
inflammation.
autoimmune.
Yeah, exactly. All of those things. And when that happens, that same dopamine suppression happens, and obviously something like a disease or like an infection like that causes inflammation. And so now you've been stuck in that dopamine suppression and you stay stuck in it. And that's why you don't feel like doing anything. You don't have any motivation because you're
tired, you're exhausted, you don't want to get up, you can't think straight.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that C60 does. C60 gets in there. It's a great anti-inflammatory, and it's well known for that properties. It's been scientifically tested and proven there. And so when you take C60, those underlying, especially those chronic inflammation will go away. And once that chronic inflammation goes away, because C60 suppresses the inflammation, and then the inflammation, when your cells are inflamed, they send out cytokines, which bring in macrophages and neutrophils, which make more cytokines, and it's just a whole process. C60 cuts it off before it starts. You don't get the inflammation, you don't get the cytokines. Dopamine suppression goes away, and then people get motivated again. I mean, one of the side effects of C60 after like a week or two of taking it is sometimes people have an insane desire just to start cleaning their house.
Like their junk drawer?
Yes, exactly. They just have, go clean the garage or start cleaning the house. That's a common side effect of C60
Get
among
organized.
others. And that's bringing the motivation back. And people say they start doing like exercise routines they just haven't feeling to, or do hobbies and going out and do stuff. That's because that inflammation and the dopamine suppression goes away. And especially because as we get older, a lot of the antioxidants our body used to make, like SOD, catalase, glutathione, CoQ10, which you can supplement for glutathione and CoQ10, and you probably should. And C60 is like a SOD catalase supplementation, so it takes that space. And once you get your antioxidant levels back up, then your body kind of works the way it did decades earlier. And so you have the motivation that you had decades earlier. And in today's fast-paced world, it's a really important thing to have.
Yeah. So basically, C60 helps support a healthy inflammatory response, a healthy immune response, can help keep that cytokine, that body's overreaction at bay, so you can respond appropriately and not have your body freak out.
Yeah, exactly. C60 lifts the oxidative burden your cells are under, so now the cells can operate the way they did many years before.
Yeah, and basically the body heals itself like it's supposed to, naturally.
Yes.
Okay, great. Thank you, Ken.
You're welcome.